So, hey guys, it's the last couple of days here in the old place, in this workshop, and I realized that I never actually have shown you all the rooms and where everything happened. So I'm almost in the process of moving out and packing my stuff up. The last boat built here is in the mold. I'm gonna demold this today and pack some stuff up, but before I leave, I think I'll show you around real quick. Yeah, so we had actually built the plug and the first mold in our living room, right under the roof, and in order to get it out, we built some sort of a, I don't know, cable car to lower the thing from the top of the house down to the garden, which is sort of a very adventurous move. But the first boat we built was actually built in here, in this room. Now there's all sorts of other stuff here because now I use this for as a wood workshop. The first rooms we rented were this one here, and the other one here. Now there's the CNC router and stuff, and a lot of storage. But actually, where the CNC is now, there used to be the cutting table. Oh no, I think it was there first. Then we moved it over to this wall, and here in this room, this is where we built the first boats. So the mold was actually standing that way, in a diagonal way, because the room was too short to have the mold parallel to the wall and to move around. So yeah, it was a very tight space, but it was sufficient back then, and it was very cheap. So for the first couple of years, I used this one. I used to work only in the summer because there was no heating system in here and we couldn't get the room warm, which apparently is a topic that kept to be an issue over the whole years. So we worked here in the summer, where usually in the mornings or in the evenings. I had a day job back then when we started, because it all started out as a hobby. And yeah, we built the first couple of boats here, and later got another room, which is our current lamination room. I show you later. And the movie building the natural fiber canoe was actually shot here. I built the boat here, and most of the footage was shot here. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it in the description. And over here, yeah, and that was about it. I mean, these two rooms were the first workshop of Lake Constance Canoes. Yeah, right now it's sort of woodworking, and we don't have much of wooden parts, but what we have I do here. Yeah, need to get all that stuff moved soon. Yeah, and now we have the CNC router here, which we use to make parts for the seats and the thwarts, but most importantly for making paddles. And the rest is all sorts of storage and a little chaos, as you see, because I didn't bother cleaning up the mess right before leaving, and I was so busy with stuff. And yeah, I think most of it I need to kick out anyways. All right, back in the lamination room. This was the next iteration. Was a huge step for me because of this thing here. This is the only room we can sort of heat properly. Well, if it's really cold outside, we barely get to a proper temperature for laminating, which was one of the biggest issues during the last winter, because we had work piling up, and yeah, not the conditions to work in. So here's the Felicity mold, mixing place over there, complete chaos. See some unfinished pedals hanging over there because there's not we haven't designed the process for pedal making completely, so we don't have the proper working areas for that. Yeah, big step forward, actual windows, you can look outside sort of. Yeah, and we moved the boats out of the window there because we can't get them through the door. Yeah, served us well. Most of the Felicities have been built in this room. I think there were the first 4 or 5 or so have been built in the old room, and then we moved towards here, which helped us to keep up with the work. Yeah. Okay, this room here was the next iteration. We only got this, I think, in April last year, almost a year ago. Have my chalkboard there with my to-do list and stuff. A coffee machine, a fridge, our 3D printers here. Also the cutting table moved over here. Another shelf for boats and stuff. This is the old ecstasy mold. I'm gonna kick that out soon. So this room was more like more office and lab desk and stuff like that. This room is used for all the dry and clean things like cutting fabric. Also storage for paddles. Shipping is done here. CAD construction work, all of that stuff. We also have heaters here, which was very important to me, but completely did not work out because the insulation of this building is so bad that you can run them full time and won't get up to a proper temperature. It's only expensive, but it won't warm up, which sucks, and yeah, it's part of the reason we move out. So the idea was to grow with this room. It helped us a little bit, but not as much as I would have hoped for. So yeah, I already packed some stuff up. So yeah, some knee pads. Need to find a place for everything. Yeah, that was the third room.